Australian football has not forgotten the moment the project unwittingly caused all kinds of grief for the Socceroos ahead of the World Cup qualifying playoff against Honduras last year. And Ali isn't shying away from delivering the harsh truths ahead of Australia's World Cup opener against France on Saturday night AEST. The co-host of Channel 10's The Project declared on Tuesday night it would be amazing if the Socceroos were able to scrap the way out of Group C. He labelled manager Bert van Marwijk's team battlers and said it is unfathomable that the Socceroos will top their group, which they share with Denmark, Peru and France. Ali and Network 10 colleague Peter Hellier famously caused a minor international incident in November when they made jokes about Honduran city San Pedro Sula being the former murder capital of the world in an interview with Aussie talisman Tim Cahill. Socceroos great Andy Harper labelled the jokes embarrassing, while Triple M radio personality Gus Walland labelled Hellier and Ali heads. Despite the backlash from Australia and Honduras at the time, Ali continued to shoot for the hip when it comes to the Socceroos when he shared his predictions for Australia's World Cup campaign on Tuesday night. The best possible result would be for the Socceroos to get second in the group and get out of the group. Ali said that would be an amazing result. He said Australia would be satisfied with a 3-0 or 4-0 loss to France in the tournament opener. Such is the concerning outlook on the world's biggest sporting stage. I reckon 3-0 or 4-0 is par. France are really, really good. Have you played them on FIFA? They're amazing, he said, referencing the famous PlayStation game, their star power, and we've been weak defensively, and if you do that to France they will just score. That's par. If it's 1 or 2-0 or if we can get a draw out of it, then who knows. When asked how the 2018 Socceroos squad compares with previous Aussie teams, he said, they're a team of battlers. Remember that 2006 World Cup team of Harry Kewell and Mark Viduka? They were great and it's really been trailing off since then. But it's a young team. It's exciting. They could get smashed, but they could do something interesting. It'll be fun. Socceroos star Trent Sainsbury and striker Andrew Nabbout have reportedly exchanged heated words during a training flare-up in Russia. Sainsbury is reportedly in line to step in for captain Mile Jedinak during this campaign if the Socceroos spiritual leader is dropped to the bench, and he's been making his presence felt during the Socceroos training sessions this week, Optus Sports reports. In one of the last sessions before coach Bert van Marwijk decides his side for the tournament opener against France on Saturday night AEST, the Socceroos showed plenty of fighting spirit. The battle to win a spot in the Socceroos starting 11 threatened to boil over on Wednesday morning, according to the report. Fox Sports commentator and Optus Sport presenter Michael Zappone reported from the training session that there is tension between Nabbout and Sainsbury. Trent Sainsbury tried to hand out some advice to Nabbout during one of those drills, and Nabbout didn't like it at all. There were some heated words exchanged between the two. I wonder whether these two will have a chat and sort things out tonight, just a sign of what's at stake, just a few days out from the big opening game for the FIFA World Cup for the Socceroos. The flare-up could actually be a positive sign that Van Marwijk has the Socceroos ready to fire against the French on Saturday. Spirits remain high in the Socceroos camp, with Van Marwijk overseeing a first training session with the entire 23-man squad in Kazan. Absentees from the first day's training, Sainsbury, Nabbout, Tomi Juric and Tom Rogic, recovered from soreness to join in at Australia's Trudivi Reserve Stadium training base. Shooting practice was on the agenda, and typical of the Dutch coach's competitive style, he split the Socceroos into two groups to clash for honours. Each side was given their own portion of the field and given a routine of shots and crosses, with the aim to outscore the other. Under cloudy skies in Kazan, the race was on. Tim Cahill showed his class by scoring an outrageous chip of Matt Ryan. Aaron Moy could hardly miss picking a corner with ease almost every time. Rogic showed his technical aptitude by leathering a variety of crosses, and Daniel Arzani showed why. He's exciting so many Socceroos fans, middling an overhead kick to bury a strike past Brad Jones. Others struggled to find the net. Nabbout couldn't find a rhythm, sending one shot sky high and forcing an FFA staffer to walk around a high fence to retrieve the ball. The striker, likely to start against France, lashed out and kicked the goal frame in disgust at his efforts. Mark Milligan, stationed further away from goal as one of the Socceroos centre-backs, couldn't buy a goal. The veteran Socceroos' biggest contribution to his side was cheekily gathering the balls prior to kick-off, ensuring his team had an advantage before Jackson Irvin retrieved a portion to get his side underway. Milos Degenek won the prize for best celebration, arrowing a long-range shot past Ryan before pointing to the sky and booming out his excitement. The drill gathered pace when assistant Mark van Bommel declared a minute remaining, and on time Van Marwijk declared a tie. There would be a penalty shootout to decide. Nabbout confidently struck home the first Socceroos penalty taker. Miles Jedinak, who also struggled with his shooting, showed no problems from the spot, dispatching an effort with power. Jamie McLaren picked his spot to keep the game running. Unfortunately for Durack, the match was lost when he crashed his effort onto the bar, bouncing down but away from goal. Irvin led the gloating, gathering his side inside the goal for a mock winner's photo, much to the other side's mock disgust. Bragging rights to Arzani, Degenek, Irvin, McLaren, Nabbout, Rogic, Sainsbury, Dimi Petratos and Josh Risdon. Better luck next time to the rest with AAP.